Yeah, what the hell is going on?
HQ thought Kaito would
Inventory again.
be a good little soldier,
Ah,
but they
yeah, just load it. Okay, the only thing really left for us to do now is to fight Burke. I'm not quite sure where we're supposed to find him though. The objective locator is sort of useless piece of shit in this DLC because it, instead of pointing to the actual target, it points to waypoints. So there's no telling if the confrontation happens here or God knows where. So anyway, if it happens there, either way, I'd like to get to the upper reaches of the level, which would mean not the elevator, but the staircase. Where exactly am I? Ah. This might be a very bad idea. You know.
surviving this long, alone, surrounded by trained soldiers out to get you. Very impressive for nothing but an ex-cop.
Not detecting anything. Ooh, there's the sniper. Where is it? I saw the laser, but where is he? Ah, there he is. It's another sniper. Yeah, I think we need to try to get where that sniper is.
If it makes you feel any better about Katna's death, I doubt she had any intention of sending you on to the good doctor.
Okay.
I was idealistic like you once, but I realized idealism is a crutch for those who dare not change the future.
Yeah, just isn't hitting that far. I guess it's because of lives and arc. Point moved again. So where is it now? Yeah. Back to loading bay 2 and back to the ship. We haven't visited loading bay 3 at all. It should have something special. No, no, no. Where is it exactly? I mean, their objective. There. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with the floating bay. It just it's a retarded waypoint system.
Where the hell is he?
Okay, there are
You thought Kaiko would be
2
a little
points
simpler.
when we can move without
They never
us.
are they?
The time the sniper isn't there where he currently is, we're sort of okay to move.
Where the hell is he?
We get to the first sniper, the second one won't be a problem anymore.
If I didn't know you were
He
gonna
isn't
cause me so
looking in
much
that
trouble,
direction at all.
I would have never given in to my curiosity about you.
Don't tell me you didn't hear that.
Okay, let's do something good. I do need to go up.
The two of us are probably quite similar. But I question your foresight, your courage to make difficult decisions.
Converge on target! Suppression fire!
Well, that didn't go well. What the hell happened there? Everyone's closing up here.
Hostile on the run! Hostile is in the area. Form certainty.
What exactly gave us away here? Ah, there's more snipers. It's not exactly a problem though.
Keep looking.
Lieutenant Commander's mutiny, for lack of a better word, surprised me.
Anyone got him?
I didn't think she had it in her.
I do not have a confirmation
There's
yet.
other
Got away,
forces.
but stay alert.
Sniper rifle probably wouldn't be a bad choice in many ways. I mean, considering how we're fighting here, it certainly would be better than the combat rifle. We just don't have ammunition for it. And it will take more space. Screw that.
Stowing away aboard an enemy ship headed God knows where took balls. It was brash. Reckless.
Okay. One step closer. To where? I don't know. We're going to the loading base. I see. It's convenient for me because I don't need to do anything. Yeah, they have decent defenses here. Birds and everything.
Lieutenant Commander's mutiny.
More turrets. But this is where we have to go.
I didn't think she had it in her. Makes me think perhaps other forces were at work.
The problem here is there's really not many places where we can drop. I suppose we could jump, but
Are you showing mercy letting my soldiers live? Some might call that weakness.
yeah. Jumping has the problem of increasing the height from which you drop. I suppose we can take Icarus landing system, but I wouldn't like to take it for a single instance. Maybe a drop from here might be doable.
Oh.
Good enough.
Well, you made it. I'm torn between admiration and pity. You've condemned me for my actions, Jensen. But look at the lengths you've gone to find one woman. Wasted potential. Although from what I've heard, I suspect you'll still be of use to me dead. So short-sighted, you disappoint me. How can a man so gifted be so blind?
Yeah, let's look at the situation. I think this is where ladder is where we want to be.
You're headstrong. It may have served you well in the past, but ultimately, it's a failing.
Oh shit, give my heavy rifle ammunition. Still not a lot. it's something.
There's no way off this base except through me, Jensen.
And I'm cool with that. Okay, that's half the way there already. I think we're just gonna stay close and move quietly. The thing is, we have the energy to do that, no problem.
I thought possibly to recruit you, but I see now you would never make a good soldier. Your altruism blinded you. You could have been an asset to the project. I could have used you.
Be advised, as requested, the code to access Loading Bay 3 security office has been changed. 5359. Thank you for the code. And you have a weapon now, there it is. Don't think we're gonna need much. I mean, we don't need to do any kind of a ridiculous boss fight here.
I'm curious. How
Challenge
far
is
do you
reaching the
think
guy.
Dr. Reed would go for her research? I think you'd be surprised, Jensen.
Burke's revolver. Ooh. Ho ho ho. Yeah, get away. Get away from me. Is this any good? Not particularly. High damage, medium range weapon. What is it? Hardy, but that's about it. Yep, not impressed. What did we need to take you anyway? You have more items we need to steal. Okay, orders delivered. What exactly was our mission? I already forgot. Defeat Burke and his team. All of the enemies in this room before I can figure out the real way out of this. We should put a bullet in him. Nah. Particularly care. How many guys do we have?
There disturbance. We know someone's here. Keep looking. Your eyes open. Something's wrong.
Wrong grenade. Ah, yes, you. There are two guys there. Yeah, two guys. Hey, this is a terrible weapon for this. Sniper rifle, yeah, that would have been a good choice.
Come out!
No, you.
You hear someone jumping around over there?
Yeah, they're not worried
They're
about
a
it
source
anymore.
of disturbance.
We know someone's here. Keep looking.
Do you know?
What kind of mess is this? Oh.
Sounds like your struggles are almost over, Bratan. Is Burke dead?
I'm standing, he's not. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, you don't make things easy, do you? Still, with Burke out of the picture even briefly, there's a power vacuum I can use. Return to loading bay 2. The doors between here and the docking platform will be open for you.
Last time I passed through there, Burke's men were still waiting for me.
Not anymore. Burke has just ordered them away.
Great. Except I came here looking for Megan Reed, Bratan. I can't leave without knowing.
There is a boat heading toward the location as we speak. If you hurry, you can be on it.
Yeah, I'm of the mind that I'm gonna put a bullet in Burke. Hello, crappy looking golden gun. You get to do gunners. Certain things are unforgivable. Too, he didn't look like the guy, or seem like the guy who would have just let things go. So, maybe it's better to just put an end to this. I cannot. I have enough enemies already. I don't need new ones. What happened to the robot?
Bratan,
Quinn?
I'm afraid our good friend Quinn met with an unfortunate incident during all the commotion and is no longer with us.
Your voice. It was you this whole time. Who are you?
For the moment, I'm between identities. I apologize for the duplicity, but it was a necessary precaution. You had to be kept in the dark.
And Keitner? Did she know?
Commander Keitner's perception was much like yours. Shrouded. She saw what she needed to see, and was told what she needed to hear in order for me to complete the mission.
So we were both pawns. Except she's dead and I'm not. So where does that leave me in your grand design?
We're all pawns in someone else's grand design, Mr. Jensen. But that doesn't make Natanya's death any less tragic. Your actions ensured her sacrifice was not made in vain, however. Dr. Kavanagh made it out safely, and is on her way to the rendezvous site. She will expose the truth in due time.
And the prisoners?
Ah, yes. The prisoners. With Kavanagh out, it's only a matter of time before this base makes international headlines. Until that time, however, I cannot say what Bell Tower will do next. I only know that a cornered and desperate bull is a very dangerous beast. We mustn't stay here much longer, Mr. Jensen, if we hope to get you away from this base.
I still have questions, Quinn, and I want answers. Real answers, no more bullshit.
You really want to waste time chatting, Bratan? Fine. I will answer what I can, but keep in mind you have a boat to catch.
I don't think this involves Interpol. Keitner was just meant to believe that.
Bell Tower probably has a battalion on its way to clean up this mess. How do you plan on keeping what we did here a secret?
I'm delighted to say that Burke did most of the damage control for us. After requesting the profile search on you, he never explained why he needed it. I believe he wanted to keep control of you to himself. Since that time, we've been monitoring all incoming and outgoing communications, and the lockdown allowed me to discreetly install a tunneler, rerouting the base's network traffic. By the time Bell Tower realizes something is wrong, it will already be too late.
What about the rest of the base personnel?
Most of them think Burke is still in command. Technically, orders continue to be issued in his name, but I'm the one making the calls. I've also taken the liberty of coordinating of this sector of the base. For the moment, at least, we're safe.
Keitner said she had been approached by an agent from Interpol. It was you, wasn't it?
Very astute. When I learned of Commander Keitner's suspicions and insubordinate behavior towards Burke, I saw an opportunity. Pretending to be an agent of Interpol seemed the best way to gain her trust.
You mean you lied? So who do you work for?
A loose network of independent operatives, agents of conversion and equilibrium, who seek to expose corruption and assure humanity's natural progress. In truth, we are not affiliated with any global organization. But then, neither is our enemy, officially.
Your enemy? You're not just talking about Bell Tower anymore, are you? You're talking about...
The men and women who pull Bell Tower strings. The same men and women who ordered them to kidnap Megan Reed.
This will never work. We might as well see what the reaction is.
Mr. Jensen, allow me to stop you there, before you say anything that might embarrass us both.
What?
Please. I detected your Cassie augmentation the moment you started to analyze my facial movement for pattern sequencing. Now, pretending you managed to convince me to be more forthcoming with my words, what is it you hope to learn?
Something more tangible than a flowery speech about idealism.
Because I admire your tenacity, I will attempt to satisfy your curiosity. But only if you'll humor me for a moment and answer a question of my own.
Sounds fair.
In Roman mythology, Janus was a god depicted as having two heads, each gazing in the opposite direction, one looking eastward, the other west. Symbolically, this meant many things to the Romans, but I'm more curious as to what it might mean to you.
I don't know. Looking at east and west. Duality or duplicity? Let's go with duplicity.
The term two-faced comes to mind, which is probably an appropriate answer, all things considered.
A literal interpretation. But you should not allow present circumstances to cloud your perspective. Technically, I suppose there is no incorrect answer. Theologians and philosophers have debated the origin and meaning of Janus for millennia. But in time, that name may take on new meaning for you.
Why? What are you getting at?
While the term invisible war has lost much of its significance due to misappropriation, I assure you, there has never been a better way to describe what is happening in the world. The lives of millions are being decided without a drop of blood ever spilt, but the casualties remain the same. Myself and others are fighting a never-ending battle against forces that seek absolute dominion over our fates.
You're telling me the people running Bell Tower want to rule the world?
Bell Tower Associates is no more than a proxy. Puppets on a global stage. The true enemy hides in shadows. The disembodied hands that pull the strings of Bell Tower and others. This is neither the time nor the place to go into detail, but everything you've witnessed here today is in direct correlation with Illuminati interests.
Roman gods and Illuminati. Wonderful.
You asked for clarity, and I'm being as honest as I can. Whether you choose to acknowledge them or not, lines are being drawn. Most will never be lucky enough to pick a side, but a time will come when you will have to. I have chosen mine.
All right. Where's Megan?
I don't know for certain. But what I do know is that earlier today, Burke issued orders to have a large group of detainees transferred off this base. Supposedly, they will be assisting at another black site facility.
Kavanaugh said this was just the factory floor. You're sure Megan is at this other facility?
Nothing is ever certain in life, Mr. Jensen. But it is the best chance you have. Unfortunately, the cargo ship carrying the prisoners has already set sail. But I took the liberty to send out an urgent dispatch in Burke's name, ordering the ship's captain to hold position until one more detainee could be flown on board. In stasis. A helicopter is en route to pick you up.
Wait a second. You want me to get inside another stasis pod? Last time I got in one of those things, it didn't go so well.
I know it's far from ideal, but frankly your options are quite limited. Although, I suppose you could try swimming there.
Better be the right fucking boat this time. Because I don't feel like coming back here anytime soon.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be grand. Besides, I thought you Americans liked riding off into the sunset.
It's done. Exactly as you instructed.
And yet you sound disappointed. You think we should have handled this differently?
I think we had a valuable asset in our hands, and we're letting him slip away. He could have been very useful in the coming storm.
A hand does not need to be clenched tightly to maintain its hold on someone. Jensen carries too much baggage right now. His obsession with Reed only serves to distract him.
We could have told him the truth.
He must discover it by himself. And when he does, if you have followed my instructions precisely, we will know how to find him.
Assuming he lives that long.